Okay, recording has started now.
Okay. So Iris overhears all of this like birthday related conversation and just sort of yells through the wall, "Is it your birthday soon?"
Um, well, not really, but also, I guess?
Hold on, I'm coming over. And she just fucking darts through the room and gets to Tsubasa and sits down at the table with him and is like, "Tell me everything."
About my birth. I'm. What do you want to know?
Well, I'm just curious. It seemed like you had a bad experience with your birthday this year, and well, we can't have that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but to be fair, like, my actual birthday was fine. It was just when we were going to celebrate that the whole thing with ending up off campus and Kane.
Oh. Iris sort of frowns, crosses her arms. Well, I'll make you a present first and foremost, and maybe we can have a little impromptu celebration.
Yeah, it does seem like the others are definitely game for that too.
Oh, hello, Aster.
Uh,
Hey, Aster. Uh, is are you okay out there?
yep, definitely not out here for a reason. And, like, he's looking down the hall.
You should come in.
Give me a sec. And he's going to just sort of take a step away from the door, start texting everybody. Are you on the way?
Tsubasa is just
Banging
starting to
go.
peer out the door, just like, Aster, is there. Are you sure everything's alright?
Something tells me he's got a scheme up his sleeve.
Don't steam. Plan.
Sounds like a scheme to me.
Aren't those definitions kind of almost the same?
It's just the connotations.
Okay.
It's like terrible.
Tsubasa does go a little bit outside, just peer down the hallway as well, just like, what are you looking for?
Nothing. Let's go ahead and get back in there. Go, go, go. And like just like gentle pushing.
Oh,
Back in the room.
okay. He just goes and sits back down at the table, just like, um,
That's certainly something. Also, as an aside, is there like an in-game explanation as to why you changed Aster's voice? I may be stupid.
Yeah, that was in one of the recordings. The voice was fake. He stopped faking it. That's his real voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. So Iris probably wasn't there for that.
No, that was I think that was with Razz.
Yes, it was.
yeah.
Also, I'm gonna restart my.
Okay.
Do we want to pause for a second? Let that.
Oh no, it was just my. It was just my brain.
Oh.
My actual disc cooperate.
Ah,
I just think
okay.
I had too many things open.
I see.
Yeah.
It takes
your
the
computer only.
the computer
Your
a moment to recover from Helldiver.
Mm.
Yeah, your computer might just barely have enough RAM for that game.
So, Iris sort of like stares at Aster, kind of. What happened to your accent?
You haven't told her yet?
I barely tell a lot of people things. Just it wasn't real. A lot of, and like he takes the form of Caesar. This was never real. This was something I really need to share with a therapist more than friends, and then changes back to Aster. like you can see the clothes get like loose and then back to the proper height as they were.
There's
But
something
basically,
wrong with you.
no, basically, does anybody have a chart or a piece of paper I can draw on?
There's one on the table over here, and he grabs one of the random notebook papers that was left from a study session.
He takes it, tries to flip it over, sees if there's anything on the back. And if there's not, he's going to take a pencil and go, so, there were two people. And he scribbles down, Caesar and Carlos.
Oh,
Carlos
dear.
was Caesar's boyfriend. They went out on a date, got attacked. They turned into a heartless and nobody, essentially. Except they started to reform. This is the part where I'm a little hazy about. They started to reform. For some reason, Carlos's heart scribbles it up a little heart shape and points it towards the nobody next to Caesar. Went into Caesar's body. Hi, that's me.
Oh.
And then, Caesar's went into Carlos's, and that's his name yet, but I'm gonna fuck him up.
Uh-oh. Iris looks a little, like, unnerved.
Tsubasa
But
just
she-
quietly reaches over and pats Aster's arm. It's just like... It,
Uh, Are
Yep.
we still friends?
Yes. My
As
memories are fucky, but the ones I made after the accident are all Aster.
yeah, so he's still the person that we know.
Just a
Just
little
not-
different.
It's like a traumatized person finally dropping their mask. I'm not faking shit anymore.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. No more secrets, alright?
Okay.
Oh, also, for some reason, I have bear teeth now.
Oh,
Sick.
I guess in the vein of No More Secrets, out of character real quick, do we want to say what happened to the group chat with the invite? Already happened?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just like, speaking of secrets, I mean, it's not really a secret anymore, but the others know too, and you should probably know, my full name, my surname is Hidaka.
You're not serious, are you? Iris is like big, wide, sparkly eyes.
And he just sort of smiles and just, I'm completely serious. Yeah.
That's really cool. She just like trying not to stim. Don't mind me. It's
It's-
not anything to do with you. I'm just very interested in adventurers and in general.
Tsubasa just laughs for him. It's just like, it's alright. Razz already,
Kicks in the door as she hears her name.
Ah!
Hi, Razz!
Hello! She's got like armfuls full of fabric.
Ooh, that looks fun, Razzie.
Yeah,
Decorations.
Tsubasa's just like, yeah, Razz, apparently thinks it's really cool too.
Well, it is. And I hope you know I'm not going to fawn over you. I already do
appreciate
that
it.
with other people.
I appreciate that, Iris.
Sort of ruffles his hair.
Eee, so cute.
Oh my god.
It's just like, so what's up with all the fabric?
For birthday celebrations, we need to decorate. Yes? Question mark.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I thought we were just
Okay.
going to do cake.
We're gonna do tablecloth too.
And is there anything in particular you would be interested in having me make?
Not that I can really think of, honestly. I guess, I don't know, maybe like a reading light?
Oh, I can do that.
hold on, I hear something. He
Uh-oh.
he gets up, starts going out into the hallway. And are these doors are still open, Razz? Did Razz close?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
oh no.
Toro? Uh, hi, Toro. Or he's carefully moving closer. Just is everything all right with Lex and Arthur? Oh,
Iris is
yeah.
sneaking back into her workshop just to add a magical tinkering to a little lamp.
Tsubasa, well, Toro, where are you going? In hot pursuit of the baby.
Make a dex save.
Oh boy.
Oh Christ.
19.
Have you ever tried to catch a small cat?
Yes.
Do you know how fucking hard that shit is?
Yes.
Do you think a 19 cuts it?
If it does, it would be with a few cat scratches, so.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Just the Toro trying to bolt into the workshop.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Tsubasa
Run.
tries to grab and just. Toro!
Iris is standing in the middle of the doorway. No! Not on the workshop desk. I'm going to roll an acrobatics check to catch him.
Go ahead.
Tsubasa
Oh,
over here,
God.
just like, oh no. Oh
22. Will that do it?
no. A 22
Yeah.
would do it.
Iris just like scoops up the little creature before it can knock over any chemicals. Like, absolutely not. Do you understand?
Blip.
Ugh. She
Here.
sort of hands him off to Tsubasa. Like, take care of your little thing.
I'll take him back to Lex, yeah, or to see. Tsubasa just giving Toro a look, just like, if only I could talk to you.
Yeah, you don't speak druidic, do you?
Nope, and
Well,
I don't
you know
even
who
have
can?
speak with animals. Yeah, no, Tsubasa starts carrying Toro back to the kitchen.
Wait a fucking second. I'm gonna check my spells.
I
I feel like. Hold on. Does Artificer have speak with animals? Give me a minute. I forgot that
I have a-
Artificer is a prepared spellcaster.
Razz is a druid. I will point
True.
that out.
Yeah, no.
That's true.
Part of the reason why Tsubasa is going back to the kitchen with Toro, just carrying him as carefully as possible.
There's just the wiggly paws as they leave to
I don't.
Iris of just wiggle.
Sad. I was
The
like
wiggle
hoping
gets
I
ear
had speak with
scritches.
animals.
Little Wiggle gets ear scritches, and comes back in with Toro. And just sort of
Baby.
holds him out towards the others, just like, you guys can talk to Dream Eaters, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you find
Yeah.
out what he wants? Because he was running around and then he did the whole, and Tsubasa attempts to do sort of like the same position Toro did.
I cast speak with animals. Fuck are you doing, little dude?
I'm sorry, that cut me off.
Tsubasa over here just like, I should probably learn that spell.
Help me, bro? Oh my god.
I believe in you.
No, it's because functionally, at the age that I set Toro at when I first introduced the Dream Eaters, it's the equivalent of like a fucking 2-year-old.
Mm.
So I'm just giggling. Granted, this is dog-shaped, so 2 is not exactly 2.
Tsubasa's just looking between his friends, just like, help! I want to help him at the very
Probably
least.
like 6 or 7-year-old.
Yeah. It's not better.
No, it's not.
To be fair, 6-year-olds can be surprisingly eloquent.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aster?
The fuck
What
you
are you
doing, little dude?
doing?
And then just blip at Aster.
Flip back.
Aster, I don't think that's helping.
Trust the process.
Iris
then
just,
just- Go ahead.
Iris just walking in and sneaking behind him to stare.
Tsubasa stares at Aster for a few moments before just turning to Razz. It's just like, can you?
oh, I may I grab your hand at the cat, at the creature?
Yeah, he'll hand Toro to her. Just there you go. He is very wiggly, and I think I probably, because I imagine when he still tried to grab Toro, he probably got like the back foot scratch of Neo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I'm going to go wash the scratch and just scoots around.
Oh dear.
Rez boops his little nose. What are you doing out on your own?
Then just in the squeakiest, sleepiest voice possible of a Dream Eater, goes, getting things for the two.
Oh, okay. I like the
And
way
why
you
does
think.
that mean going to the workshop? Well, Iris didn't understand it. I hope, forgot about that. Never mind.
Is baby.
Just
Wow.
Iris, like, what did he say?
Is Sue looking at them actively?
Cherry's BRB.
Oh. My thought process is if Sue has his back turned, pointing at him, and then trying to, like, with her free hand, mimic a birthday, like, cake.
Well, can you ask him why he decided to burst into my workshop?
What? In-
Tora?
Toro, yeah.
Okay.
In Dream Eater, so Tsubasa does not hear, even though Iris just announced, she's still trying to be sneaky, you know?
To be fair, I was also AFK for a second there, so we can say that fucking Tsubasa was so focused on getting himself properly cleaned up. You
Alright.
just see him look up and glance over. It's just like, huh? What's going on?
Like, what were you doing in there specifically? Pointy and explodies, don't you know?
No, yeah, I heard her.
Are you going to pointy or explode something fun?
No, that's just where it smells like him the most. Aside from with the other one, of course.
Oh my god, Lex behavior.
Oh my god.
For the record, that's the clarification of that's where it smells like Lex the most.
Mm.
Meaning a lot of time is spent without when Arthur is not around as with Iris.
Is he not in bed?
No, he's with the other.
Okay. If I'll make a deal with you. If
What?
I will let you do something if you something for me.
Iris raising an eyebrow. Just the
This
tone of
time-
voice.
This time she goes, I will put you down if you run fast enough for them not to get you.
And
What did
just,
you- what did
and
you
just
say?
do. If you can run fast enough for them not to catch you, I will put you down.
Oh my god.
Chaos.
And then, after a few moments of silence, tilts his head and very quietly goes, "But who would I run to?"
Tears in her eyes immediately. Oh, child. Hugs him a little tighter, but not like too tight.
Razz?
Are you okay?
Right. Amazing.
Aster understood all of that.
Oh yeah, he's just sitting there now, just staring.
Should we take Toro back to Lex then? Or are they busy right now?
Do you want to go back
go
to
with
your
busy.
friends?
What was that, Aster?
Let's go with busy for the time being.
No worries.
Okay.
And
What is that
Toro,
implying, Aster?
and Toro
They're
looks
relaxing,
between
you
all.
heathens.
Toro looks between all of you, like seemingly perfectly understanding your common, or at least English in this department,
Yeah.
but general common, and just, you guys are being weird.
We're weird people.
Like, Iris just laughs at the tone that Toro is, like, making noises and, like... Sounds like Toro's had a day.
Yeah.
And then just, "Ah!"
Goes over, gives him a little scritchy, and moves away.
incessant barking.
Do you want something to eat, Toro?
Angie eyebrows cat.
And Tsubasa just like, what'd I do?
Oh, I think he's excited.
The two of you who can understand him, he's literally going on about, all of you are working yourself half to death. My owner is not excluded from this. The only person who's actually taking care of themselves at any given moment is the one who can't stand up for himself because he's in a terrible predicament being nobility. What the heck?
Life
Ra-
sucks that way, my little man.
Razz puts a little finger on his nose.
Bite.
Life sucks that way, little man.
Boop.
Bite.
Lets him just gnaw.
Maybe don't.
Right.
Tsubasa over here just quietly, just like, Toro, please don't bite people. That's not nice.
You can bite me.
Razz.
Raz, don't encourage him!
It doesn't hurt.
Ugh.
Just a little bit.
Make a constitution saving throw.
Aster just,
Oh my
Grab.
god.
Aster's gonna pat Razz on the back. Wait till he actually bites down.
I'm actually gonna use my new dice that I got for Razz.
Oh my god.
What
The
if
first roll with this 20 ever. So
Oh boy.
Tsubasa over here just like, what if I bring Rattles in here? Would that help Toro?
a total of 16.
It's just a baby.
I've been bitten by a cat before.
So have I.
I have
It's
two.
not pleasant.
No,
And this is a magical cat.
It's not pleasant if you like bite it, but if you just go limp, they'll just let go.
Yeah, but this you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
The pain's a little more noticeable than your average cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does Razz
that's
bleed
just
any?
What's that, Aster?
That's just gonna, like, as he's going to walk out to go grab Helia and Rattles specifically, he's just gonna reach into his pocket, pull a little Dream Eater snack. Hey, buddy, come here. And like hold it close down.
Then just lets go of Razz and just does the pathetic paw out to the treat.
Razz is freed. Tsubasa is immediately checking to see how bad it is.
Thank you for looking out for us, buddy. Here you go, and gives him one of the treats.
I want you to understand there is a. Have you ever seen a dog sit on their like hind legs and hold a treat?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
That's
god.
what's happening.
Jesus Christ. Iris is like hands to mouth, eyes shining. He's so cute.
Tsubasa does give Toro a small little pat on the head. Pat and ear scritch.
If any
Be
of you
back in a
need
minute.
me, I'm going to be doing some work on the reading lamp that Tsubasa requested.
Thank
See you, Tsutsu.
Thank you,
Razzie.
Iris. Bye.
Bye-bye. And she's sort of scooting back into the workshop to do some planning.
May I have Razz follow out of curiosity?
Yes, you may.
Because I know
Does
Yes,
Razz
you may.
does Razz take Toro with her?
I would advise against this.
That's
where
the
he was
loud baby.
trying to go anyways.
Are you taking Dora?
I think so.
All right.
Okay.
Just imagine she's following right now. I'm trying to get my computer to cooperate. Okay,
You're
there
all
it is.
good.
Yeah, Tsubasa
Iris
gets
start-
left alone, just like, oh.
Oh, I thought Aster was.
Aster left.
Aster said he
Oh.
wanted to go get Helia and Rattles.
So Tsubasa's now sitting in the kitchen by himself, just like, do I just wait here, or...
Oh, poor thing.
Do I have message?
Probably.
Hold on.
Iris is like tinkering, turns around. Oh, hello, don't bring the dog in here.
The
I
dog.
won't. I won't put him down.
Don't bring the dog in here. Did you not hear me?
I did hear you. She says not putting the dog down.
Make a dex save, Raz.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm gonna use this 20 again as a treat. It's like a reward.
A reward for bullshit.
15. Yeah,
What was that?
15.
Not enough. Toro like jumps out of your arms and like lands a few good feet away, and just whoa, and walks away. And
Oh,
for
thank
you,
God.
you understand that it's you heard her. And walks away.
And Dream Eater. Weak! Weak!
And in perfect Dream Eater response of a 6 to 7-year-old, and you're an asshole.
Tears in her eyes again.
What even happened?
Mean, he's a mean little creature. He needs to
What
go.
did he call you?
Asshole. I called him weak, but like I was right.
Oh dear God. It's sort of, if you're going to come in, you better make it quick.
I want to see what's going on here.
If you must. And
I do must.
Iris like motions her in. What
What does
uh,
Iris's workspace look like?
Well, it's fucking messy. Everything's organized chaos. There's a typewriter in one corner and mechanical devices in another. Little bits of unfinished like work, sometimes guns, sometimes other things. There's chemicals in a vial set on the wall, and currently she's got a little reading light in her hands. Like it's not finished yet. She's putting in the glass right now. Just so you know, I snuck this in. I knew Tsubasa needed one, so. What'd you say?
I said sublime. Like,
Oh my god.
is there anything started on the typewriter?
Yes, actually. It's a little bit of a novel she's working on. The opening sentence is, oh god, hold on, I'll be right with you.
While this is happening, one more time, I need water.
Oh,
Got pretty filled before session because
I need to find the opening line of The Solitary Cyclist. What is written on the story is, from the years 1884 to 1891 inclusive, Mr. Sherlock Holmes is a very busy man. There's more on the page, but it looks very long.
So, I mean, is it in a position where Razz could, like, punch a button?
Oh god. Yes, but you shouldn't.
That's never stopped her once before.
Hold on. Roll a sleight of hand. And I'm gonna roll a perception check. Oh god! Iris takes not even looking up, says, "If you touch that, I'll kill you."
She puts her finger to it, touches
If
it.
you press that button, you are double dead.
Knife cat emoji.
Please do not. I'm working on a novel.
Pink.
I am. She just storms up. Which did you press?
I don't know.
The look on her face is a mix of fury and stress and a perfectly polite smile. Get out of my workshop.
Okay. It's a tink it.
What'd she say?
I just wanted to tink it. I like to imagine it was just like a period, but that it was not intentional. Like, I mean, it wasn't intentional to do the period. It was intentional, very intentional to press a button.
Yeah. I understand just wanting to tink it, but there was paper in there with shit written on it. If you had to type anything, you could have just asked me to put in a new paper. My gods! I'm imagining Tsubasa can hear Iris yelling at Razz to the wall.
Yeah, no, at this point, Tsubasa, who's probably just been, like, I don't know, messaging his, he's messaging someone on his phone, and he just looks up after a little bit, just like, what is happening in there?
All right, I'll go. And she tries to snatch the paper.
Oh
before
god,
Takes off.
roll another sleight of hand check, motherfucker.
No.
No.
Denied.
What did Ren say?
No.
Okay. I was fully willing to have Razz try and snatch the paper.
Yeah, no, chaos is okay, let's not dial it up too much.
Fair enough. So Iris just gently shoves her out, like, please, no more.
Defeated.
They are so going to kiss eventually.
And then they kissed.
But yeah. Iris is just gonna fuck around in the workshop now.
Helia.
Tala, you are being summoned.
Give her a little bit, she might need this.
Nobody wants to hear me eating rice.
Exactly.
I see.
I don't know. I might.
I'm back to
will.
rattle.
And
Terrible.
on that, my glasses are dirty.
The cherry cut out for anybody else.
Yep.
I am back now. What?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. My glasses actually were dirty.
Oh, okay.
I needed to grab something to clean them.
Okay.
I need new ones. Are we waiting for something? Or is...
Oh, you were saying something. Also, I think we're just waiting for Helia to eat the.
Okay.
Get,
Chew
I-
faster!
they're not even-
I assume when you guys heard me speaking, you would know I was done eating. I was waiting for you guys.
Oh. I thought you were just
Echo.
letting us.
Oh.
My bad.
Okay, so mild misunderstanding. Aster, Helia, begin.
Helia.
What?
Is it okay to come in?
Yeah.
Still has speak with animals up, so he will greet Helia and then greet the bat.
The tiniest of sleepy squeaks.
They're having a nap. Aster's getting the sleepiest look from Helia.
Gonna walk up. We're about to have Boss's birthday. Or the party, at least. Come on. There'll be free cake and sweets.
Already?
I'm checking in with everybody who said they were doing something. And gathering the rest who are just a little bit tired.
So I gotta get up?
Do you want to get up?
I don't know. I'm comfy.
I could pick you up with the bird and the covers.
She's not a bird. She's a bat.
I wish a proper reply had come to me sooner, but thank you very much for the correction.
Dial
Helia's
up
just looking at him like his brain is made of soup.
He's very much that essence of he was about to talk to the bat and say, "Get your fucking girl, my guy." He's just falling like, do you want me to carry you in there, or you just need a minute to get ready?
I need a minute. Wait.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go check on Lance. I'll be right back, and I'll probably have Rattles with me, so.
Hey.
Be up. And then he just walks across the room, gently closing the door behind him, and goes over to Lance's door. Knocks 3 times. Please God, be alone in there.
No one's home. While fully just getting up out of the bed, wandering over to the door, opening door number 1, opening door number 2, just wearing this oversized hoodie. Like, he purposely buys hoodies and stuff, clothes that are like 2 to 3 times what he normally wears, just because it's comfy.
We're having Tsubasa's party. Get ready.
Do I not look ready?
I thought you were gonna
Considering the
bake.
the hoodie you're wearing says specifically Metallica on it and faded text, no.
You can't
Still
put
without
a
missing a
on comfort.
Still without missing a beat. Aster goes, I thought you were baking.
the dial up noise.
Eye contact.
I was? Oh shit. Just scrambles.
There we go.
We love Lance.
Synapse is finally fired. It's fine. Now to get Rattles. And just doesn't close the door there and just keeps walking.
Aster,
Yes.
as you're walking away, make a perception check for me.
My passive is 20. Is that not enough?
Yeah, it's enough. You hear distant cackling, crowing laughter from 2 sources of voices that sounds like it's from the other end of a phone. While in Lance's room.
It's the very muffled. I fucking knew it! Walks by, pets the small one, gives another treat very sneakily, and begins.
You're going to spoil that lion so much.
Absolutely, I am. Stops like at this hallway and goes, okay. The bird can't get you. Mister, the bird can't get you. Just beeline it for Rattles. The bird can't get you. And hesitantly makes his way in.
It's hilarious that
Rattle.
you're afraid of a red chocobo.
I have a funny
Good on you,
story
buddy.
behind that too.
Good on you, Betty. You're afraid of the one fucking chocobo that can cast a meteor.
The more or less untouched individual afraid of the one chocobo that can fire, but the one that had burn scars wasn't.
Naturally.
My comedy comes clearly. Hey, Rattles. And still speak with animals is up, so.
There is the gentlest of what?
Come on, bud. Tsubasa's birthday is today. Well, it was a while back, but we're celebrating it today.
Sticks out leggy.
I will grab that leggy.
Pulls leggy back.
Come on. I know you can get up.
No.
They may not be my memories, but I do remember you chasing Caesar around like a mother.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie to me.
I'm innocent.
Just grabs the covers, pulls them off. Innocent my ass. Come on.
No, I don't think that would be all too innocent, no. If a dinosaur could knife cat at you, Aster,
Like it hasn't already.
yeah. Completely fine and normal and protective over Tsubasa, you get what's up, bitch.
I don't know what's up with you. You're the one not moving. I thought you liked
Comfortable.
Tsubasa.
I'm comfortable, and unlike you, someone understands that.
Just a slow, like, realization of that insult and then just, like, the middle finger. I swear to God, rattles.
God can't help you here.
Goddamn right. Can't help you either. Now get up.
You're losing and somehow you're winning. How is this working?
Very easily.
Yeah, we're both mentally 12. And then just the snort of a dragon. Of a dinosaur. Same difference. It's fine. That's going to make Cherry want to kill me. It's okay.
Just a little bit.
No diff, same diff. It's okay.
I'm not the only one. Now, if we're talking about prehistoric dragons, that's another matter entirely.
It's okay. We'll get into that later because I deserve that one.
You
No,
do.
there. Yeah. No. Rattles decidedly huffs at you, and from the warmth and comfort of the bed, hops down with incredible ease that Tsubasa normally doesn't see, because it's, oh, you have been told I am sickly, that I am weak, I am going to get babied now, thank you. And
Rattles.
We're
I
not-
understand the kind of person Tsubasa is.
Aster just pointing at Rattles. If it were not for the fact that you could get, like, deathly sick at a sneeze, I would have picked another one. They're like, kind of like, he says it with the smile, like, nah, I'm joking with you.
what, like you picked another face?
He walks to the door and closes it. Say that again, motherfucker.
You're the one leaving me behind, Joker.
You
Just
have a
sitting on the
point.
floor.
He takes his jacket off. You have a good point. Jacket over the child to where just the face is left. and then picks him up.
Swaddle
Alright,
that baby.
Waddle the baby.
I love Rattles so much.
Come on, mother.
And just
Ruby.
crowing, cackling of a dinosaur.
You're the embodiment of what Bart Simpson as a Dream Eater would be.
Keep that. Thanks for that.
An avocado.
And because you have Speak with Animals up, you hear a bickering argument of what can only be something between siblings of Rattles and Toro going, starting with Rattles going, you just gonna sit there and let me be taken? Some fucking friend you are? It's like, oh yeah, and you're the one giving away that you've been listening to Mr. Julius. Nice job. It's like, ah, shit. From Rattles.
You've been what?
Nothing.
We're gonna talk about that later.
And then just the snort laugh of a younger sibling ratting out an older one.
No more treats for you. I'm gonna tell Sue that too many treats for you is bad. And then just knocks on the door to Helia's room. Second pass by. Yeah. Oh.
Helia does open the door, and I would like to note the baby is like on her shoulder, but in her hair.
Oh, so much like this baby would be the red chocobo.
Yes, put the baby in the hair.
It's
Where
the
it's
safest
safest.
place. I forget what the Dream Eater's name is.
Marigold?
Marigold. Just looks at Marigold. Hey, Mary.
Just meh.
Meh, back at you. Let me get the way back.
And then just the Mary, help me, Mary, please, help.
Ignore him, Mary.
And then just the what did I miss? Of the most sleepiest of soldiers.
Sons of bitches. That's what was missed.
And Aster, you realize your mistake instantly of sons of bitches.
You taught the baby to swear?
The very full like freeze, enough for if Helia wants to can get ahead of him, of just like widest eyes he can feasibly get.
Pause and staring at Aster.
I don't want to talk about it.
Long stare.
I don't want to talk about it.
What the heck just...
They understand common.
Well, yeah, duh.
It's just gust and common. God. Dag nabbit.
Like, hands in hair over baby's ears. You taught my child to swear?
Clearly not on purpose. It's this one's fault. And then rattles, but like just moving him. He kind of like xylophones a bit. Just like, it's this one's fault. Minecraft skeleton noises.
You can't blame the other baby for your stupidity. That's not how this works.
My dad.
Okay,
Then
and...
just no. This one has a point. You can't blame me. I'm too small.
You shut the frick up. Like every time he wants to cuss, he just stares at Helia's hair. It's like,
Then just the
I-
instant, fuck you, man.
don't you cuss? Then I'll start cussing.
They know better for me. They don't listen to me.
Would Helia and his not Helia, would Tsubasa and his 24 passive be able to hear this?
Muffled in the distance, getting louder, but yes.
Yeah, no. Lance and Razz will see Tsubasa just slowly, like he's been sitting sideways in the chair and he's just slowly peeks around the edge of the back of the chair, just like,
Fuck's going on out there?
yeah, pretty much.
What the fuck are they doing
Julia,
over there?
meanwhile, I ought to kick you in the shins for teaching my baby how to swear. How dare you?
Okay. They'll probably forget it. They're still in the growing stage. They'll forget some things, so it should be fine. As
This
long
thing
as
is
no one...
functionally a toddler, Aster. It repeats everything it hears.
No, why are you teaching me this? I know what dream eaters are.
Knocks on
They
his
go from
like
toddler to
probably has
teen.
to
Like,
go. Yeah, Helia probably has to go up on tippy toes to like reach, but she doesn't knock on her forehead with his forehead with her knuckles and just goes, "Do you? Do you? Is your head full of knowledge or soup?"
we don't got time to open that can of soup. Wait. Shit. Shiz.
And then Rattles just goes, nice.
I will throw you. Like brings him
you
to
won't?
his face.
Do it, you won't?
Tsubasa opens these doors.
Just starts actually straight up yelling for Tsubasa.
Yeah, full on.
Yeah. He
Come get your
peeks out.
baby.
He looks out the kitchen door. It's just like, "What's up, Aster?"
How good are you at catching?
I think I'm fairly decent. What are you throwing? Please don't throw it.
Underhands rattles safely to Tsubasa within the distance that he could dark dodge.
Yeah, no, Rattles gets thrown. Tsubasa does his little dark dodge to catch Rattles. Just, Aster, please.
And then in the same tone as Razz, weak.
Yes.
Now you know where they're getting it from.
Stop hanging out. That one, not allowed treats for a while. They're being very sick and not a good person.
In Dream Eater, she looks at them and goes, "If you come to my room, I'll give you people food."
You're not there. Shush.
Raz, you're in the kitchen. Still. Yeah, no, Tsubasa just gives Aster the most confused look before looking down at Rattles. It's just like, have you been misbehaving?
Just the
Yes.
most pathetic sad eyes.
Don't fall for him.
Tsubasa does give Rattles just like a little poke on the nose or nose area, and it's just like, you should be a bit nicer, okay?
Sad eyes.
Sue, Aster's teaching my baby swear words.
What?
Will you shut your mouth?
No,
It was not my fault.
you can't blame the other baby.
It admitted to spying on my dad.
Sounds like a you problem, buddy.
It also is not that much better of a cursor.
Baby doesn't listen to it now, does it?
Tsubasa just slowly reaching
That's
up and
not a
petting,
good-
petting Rattles on the head, just like,
Just because, look, if the others don't listen to him for a reason, look for the reason.
You're a menace.
Yes, he is.
No, you.
Oh, what? Why me?
You know why.
Fair.
Come on, you weirdo.
Razz.
Yes.
As soon as Rattles enters the kitchen with Sue, it's literally just Sue looks directly at you in the most uncanny head turn possible. That shouldn't happen for a sick person. And goes, "What's up?"
Hard dicks and helicopters.
Hell yeah!
Tsubasa does pause for a moment when they do talk with each other, just like,
No, you want to know the expression that happened?
yes. Please. Yeah, Tsubasa is just staring at Rattles for a moment, and just... Cause... How much would his insight be? How much is his insight? Yes, he has a 21 insight. So after a moment, and he gets settled down and has Rattles in his lap, just... I misunderstood the kind of sickly, didn't I?
Then just that nobody say anything from Rattles to Raz.
Heard all of that. Both of you are in so much trouble after this. I am fully snitching.
No.
Was that no for the snitching or no to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, this is in Dream Eater. She approaches Aster and goes, "Don't forget, stitches get stitches."
Don't forget, I already died once.
And again, you like the feeling?
I don't know. I'm ready to go down in duos. Try me.
Helia's just, I imagine, sitting there, like, scritching the little baby under the chin in her hair.
Tsubasa hasn't really taken Rattles out of his lap either. He just has the mild, I am disappointed, I'm not sure with my Dream Eater or in myself.
Nobody mind what's happening on the other side of the screen.
We're gonna mind.
Baby!
Oh. Something is
Junebug.
happening.
And I literally just about to put it in the group chat.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like Lance just listens to all of that and just pauses for a moment. Wait, they can understand common?
Yes. They're pretty smart.
Yeah, very
Oh,
smart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tsubasa just like, that was like one of the first things I read, I think. I don't know, I've been looking at a lot of books.
I mean, and she'll would let Lance see the little baby in her hair. This one's still pretty much a toddler, so hit and miss on what she actually understands.
Excuse me.
Points. She understands everything. She's absorbing the information. At some point, she becomes like the other one.
Not if you
Hopefully-
keep swearing around her.
It was an accident. Let me live it down.
No.
You swore in front of the babies? I cannot believe you, Aster. I can't. I'm
Fully
really
looked at-
disappointed in you.
Just grabs Razz by the arms and just lifts them off the ground. You have no room to talk while shaking them.
Whoa, I kind of like that. Do it again.
Sugar snacks. I gotta be careful around them now, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Good job, Lance. You're setting a great example for Aster.
Shaking again.
After
Yeah.
a little bit, you guys start to hear Tsubasa just giggling uncontrollably in his seat. Which is, admittedly, not something he's done often around them.
Adorable.
I want you to understand the noise that was made from Lex was just
Just, ah,
Toes.
As one does.
just, ah.
Ah.
Little smile from Helia at the sound of Sue giggles.
Yeah, no, it's just after a little bit, it's just like... You guys do realize that they'll probably hear the swearing at some point in the future, yeah?
Better not to cloud their minds just yet.
That
This
doesn't
one
mean
is
we
a
should say
baby.
that.
Let it be adorable.
Fair. Tsubasa just looks down at Rattles again and just after a moment just shakes his head, because what can you do now? The baby is already comfy in his lap.
You're stuck there now.
He's not complaining.
What is there to complain about?
Exactly. Hey, Lance, do you know how much longer it's going to be, or...
It shouldn't be more than like uh actually let me check the timer. How long has it been?
It's been 15 minutes. I don't know.
it's about right.
Okay.
It should take maybe another like 25 minutes.
Well,
Alright.
we should decorate, and Tsubasa should close his eyes so he doesn't see until it's done.
But... I'm going to see it anyways?
It's a surprise. Surprises are good.
Okay, alright. Okay, and after a moment, you guys hear him shifting around, and if anybody checks on him, he's just got his hands over his eyes now.
Adorable.
Actually, Tsubasa,
Yeah?
your phone starts to ring with a eerily familiar chime. You haven't heard it in a good half a year.
You guys hear instead Tsubasa frantically scrambling to pull his phone out. That pause of, oh no, I have a baby. And he just goes, ah, and answers the phone. And you guys...
Do you check the ID first?
Yes, he checks the ID first.
It just, for once, it just says V.
Yeah, he goes ahead and answers, but more or less quickly says, hey, can you give me a minute? Before he goes to put Rattles down on the chair. And it's just like, good news, Razz! I gotta go take this phone call, and just fucking skitters and dark dodges between them before ducking down into this room. Just sorry about that.
And you hear a familiar voice that you haven't heard speak to you amicably in a very long time. Hey,
Hey,
you
Vin.
good?
I mean, yeah, I was just hanging out with my classmates for a bit. You guys doing good too?
Yeah. We still have the old place behind the workshop that got abandoned some years back. You know how it is.
Yeah. I
Harles misses you.
I know. I actually should be back home in about a week for Amelia's birthday.
Yeah?
Do you guys
You
want?
even think we're allowed back?
I don't.
Which to you, Tsubasa, doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean by that, Vin? There's no reason you guys shouldn't be allowed back.
Uh, don't worry about it. It's none of your concern. I probably won't be there anyway. Got work.
Oh, okay. Could you at least pass it on to the others as well?
Sure. You know, it doesn't bother me to be a messenger.
Well,
After all, that's the one way I don't get shot. And then you hear the other voice in the background going, Vincent! Stop being a bitch! Which is clearly Jonah's voice.
yeah, and Tsubasa does laugh for a moment. And just. I'm still glad to hear from you, Vin.
Yeah, I'm glad one of us is. And then you hear shuffling and the phone obviously audibly being passed on to someone else in the distant voice of Vincent going, I have to go out for a new errand run. And then the door that you remember once being creaky and on its last legs, sounding in the distance like it just enough of a repair to not fall off one of these days. And then it closes. And you hear Jonah go, damn, still bitter about that. Anyway, hey Sue, with the most relaxed tone.
Hey, Jonah. It's good to hear you too.
Oh yeah, you should come back one of these days. We even Vin has been keeping you a fair share of his money for a while now. I don't think he's ever going to tell you that himself, but I will because he's a bitch.
Never change, Jonah. Please.
I don't plan on it. I'm the one pillar in this goddamn family.
Um, but I told Vin this, but I mean, since we're on the phone now, I'm actually going to be back next week for Emil's birthday.
Shit. You for real?
Yeah. Do you and Harley want to come at least?
Hell yeah, we'd like to join. Where you gonna be at?
It's at um the estate, like it normally is, you know?
Gotcha. Well, we'll see you there. Is there any, formality this time?
There shouldn't be. It's just
Oh,
for a meal.
for the record, it's Emily,
Emily.
like the French
Okay.
term.
Right,
Yeah.
Emily. Sorry. I am
Yeah.
so American!
Yeah, that's why I was giggling for a bit, but it's Emily.
You know what? Emil is his nickname for her.
Good. That's cute. And yeah, Emily is going to be delighted that we're there. Gonna miss Vin, though.
Yeah.
He really does actually have to work. He's not making bullshit excuses this time.
Mm, that's good. I guess.
He's working double time. trying to save up for some trip he's planning for all of us.
I'm still sorry with how everything had gone.
Nah, don't apologize. Ain't nothing you could have done about it. Oh, shit. Harl is in the room. I can't actually talk, you know how much I swear.
Yeah.
And then just, hey Harls, I got anything to say to the little man? And then just in extreme excitement goes, hi!
Hi, Harls. You're doing good, yeah?
And then just, it's still in the distance, but because of how loud Harley is, you clearly and distinctly hear the voice of, yeah, I'm doing alright. Just, tired. You know, the usual.
Yeah. I'll see you next week, though, yeah? For Emil's birthday?
Really?
Yeah, Emil's birthday is happening next week, and, well, her party. And, well, admittedly, there was a little bit of a lockdown at the school, so that's part of the reason why I couldn't come back home for a bit, but, I'm able to I'm able to go to her birthday, and I want you and Jonah to be there, too.
Tsubasa,
Yeah?
you hear something you haven't heard in a long time, as it makes you realize how long you've actually been talking to Vincent and Jonah and Harley. Like, it feels like it should be 10 minutes. But as you hear the abrupt noise of a phone beginning to die, and it's not yours. You have yours set to a different ringtone when it dies. And it's just like, ah, shit. From Jonah.
Is everything alright? What is
I,
the...
I forgot to charge my phone.
Jonah?
What? I don't carry my damn charger on me. Shit. Fuck. Damn it. Sorry, don't repeat that.
You guys can...
And then just giggling.
Yeah. You guys can message me whenever, alright? I do still have my phone and everything, so... If you guys still want to talk...
Yeah, we'll grab you when we have free time. All of us are kind of errand runners around here. Apparently there's some new chick in the workshop. She's been making us work a little bit.
Someone new?
Yeah, you remember the old Highwind estate? Or estate. It's practically just bigger on the inside.
Yeah?
Yeah, some new chick walked in, opened it like she owned the place. Never seen her before in my life. Ah, shit. I'm actually probably gonna summon her. So I gotta get going. See ya!
Alright.
And then there's a click of a phone call ending.
For a moment, Tsubasa does just lean up against the wall as he stares at the phone. Like, that expression that's torn between a smile because he got to talk to his friends, but very uncertain as well because of the way that Vincent had reacted. Or, at the very least, that parting statement before Jonah had taken the phone. But after, like, maybe 2-3 minutes tops, he does eventually make his way back into the kitchen. And this time just stops behind Aster and Razz and just, hey guys, sorry about that.
Why are you sorry?
I mean, uh, I guess I technically shoved past you guys. Does Dark Dodge count as shoving? What was that?
I said I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh. I just looked at it. Alright. Are you guys done in here, or? Ren's just gone to get num-nums.
Okay. We're gonna probably finish setting up, and then once the cake's ready, we'll come get you.
Okay, should I just hang out in the hallway then?
Sure. I'll hang out with you.
Okay.
And then just puts Razz on the ground finally, and then just goes, "Don't you fuck around. I will throw you."
Knife cat. I want to be thrown.
How rude of you.
Definitely. So.
Tsubasa still got his phone in his hands, by the way.
Figured as much.
Yeah.
That's just gonna sort of sit down.
So, how long do you think it'll take for them to decorate?
No idea. Hopefully not too long, but wouldn't put it past them taking forever.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you guys will actually be able to meet a couple of my old friends while we're at the party next week.
Should we be jealous?
What? No, just a fair warning, I guess. Nothing against them. They've been my friends since I was little, but yeah, they can be a lot.
Yeah. That's fair.
How high is fucking Aster's insight?
No, it's hi, how are you?
He has a plus 13 to it.
Okay, so yeah, he probably will pick up that while Tsubasa is genuinely happy to have two of his friend groups meet, there is still that obvious bittersweetness, sort of sadness there.
Dancing is all nice and all, but how about we cut to the chase? What's on your mind?
Well, I mean, I've got 3 friends, but only 2 of them are actually going to be there.
Why is that?
I think one of them is still upset with me.
Why would they be upset with you?
After, this happened, and he does gesture to his horns and whatnot, and the scales on his neck. I'm not sure, but I guess things got rough between us, and when I decided to attend the academy, he didn't like that very much. He thought I was abandoning everybody. But, I mean, Jonah and Harley, they're both really nice if Jonah is a little, and you see him flounder for a moment, thinking of how to word this before looking at Aster, and just... He forgets to watch the filter on his mouth? Harley.
Not something we haven't dealt with before.
Yeah. He's not a bad person or anything, just. He curses sometimes, and
He needs to not do that.
well, no. Well, he thinks he does. He says he does because of Harley. Because Harley's actually younger than I am. I think. Like, that's an out of character, I think. I can't remember exactly. I really do miss all of them. And I'm glad. I'm glad Vin at least called first.
Better than finding out late.
Well, no, just. I'm glad that he doesn't. He's not upset with me enough to not call. We've been friends since we were little kids. We used to do a lot together. There was the one time where we were all planning to steal the clock on the clock tower. But Mom found out.
That sounds like something.
We did end up doing it. Mom found our attempted plans. Funnily enough, she was more mad that we had left them out than she was about us actually planning it. But I guess that's just how Hidakas are sometimes.
Did any of the other Hidakas try that, or is it just you?
It was just me. Technically, at the time,
I don't.
Emil wasn't even born yet, so.
Then I'm pretty sure that's just a Tsubasa thing rather than it is a Hidaka thing.
Well, I
Own
meant
up to the things you do.
Well, I meant the getting mad about being caught instead of actually planning to do it. You guys meeting my parents is actually going to be really interesting now that I think about it.
Interesting good or interesting bad?
I'm hoping good. Like, Mom is definitely one of those kinds of people that have her opinions. And he has that moment of, how do I put this nicely without insulting my own mother?
On your own there.
It's something you have to experience. Though I guess you could probably compare her to the headmaster a bit.
Auntie's it's something to compare people to Auntie.
You'll probably understand when you actually meet her.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad that you guys will be able to get to meet some of my old friends. You might I'm hoping you guys like each other. I'm running out of steam here. What about you, Kuri?
Well, I'm on fumes.
Do we want to say that Razz comes out and rescues these awkward two? Or
Yeah.
do we want to try to
Lance.
set something up with them?
I kind of want to see what they're doing in the meantime.
Okay, yeah, you guys. Me pointing at Tala, Nia, and Zahn. Fucking your turn.
Lance has probably been like. Oh. Pacing back and forth, preparing the frosting and everything, preparing drinks, grabbing
Razz.
just little snacks.
Razz is like throwing fabric over the table wherever it seems like it will stay decoration. Mostly like the fabric drapes is mostly like transparently, but the fabric that's supposed to be the more solid. I was gonna ask what Tsubasa's favorite color was earlier, but it got lost.
Is... Any interactions?
I mean, if anybody wants to help, I'm sure Razz would be down. But otherwise,
I mean, we've got Helia right at the table. Maybe part of the tablecloth lands on top of her. Actually, yeah.
actually,
No. How does Raz
thought-
do it? Does Raz do it nice and calmly, or does Raz try to do the fanciest shit? Whoop-ah! Flip it all out and let it float down.
It's Razz. What do you think?
yeah. It's the drama. It's the dramatics. I also feel like with Helia being sleepy, she might take some spare fabric and just like drape it on Helia's. Stay calm.
No verbal reply, just the ooh face.
Yes. Just like very gently, like for you. Sure, sure. Like it's probably like still covered in a little bit of glitter from the other like fabric, because you know how transparent fabric will sometimes shed. So it's just like
It's not even just that, it's glitter.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
It's
just
glitter,
a
it
shit-
gets everywhere.
It has
Yeah.
to be gold glitter, by the way, because that would be absolutely cute in Helia's hair.
I think so too.
How dare you make Helia cute? How dare? It's not like she's 5'2" and already adorable. How dare you do this to her?
Get wrecked!
Eventually,
I will remind you
Lan-
guys, Tsubasa was on the phone call for about 10 minutes. So there's about 10-15 minutes left for the cake as well.
not me, almost forgetting my own character's name.
Oh, honey.
Been there, done that.
No shit,
I
though.
was called Mimics.
I mean,
Same vibe.
Lance would take that as a compliment, and you know it.
But yeah, eventually Lance does like just slide a cup of hot tea over in front of Helia. Goes back to decorating the cake. I feel like Lance is probably trying to do like some really fancy patterns on the cake too.
He's-
Like full Like, you know the what's the show?
Well, Nia thinks, I just want you to know that for the briefest of moments, what popped into my head was, okay, have any of you ever watched Nailed It?
Can't say I have.
Yes.
What popped into my head was one of the Nailed It cakes. You know, the ones that, although taste fantastic, look very, very bad.
I was imagining a minion cake.
Like the little yellow people?
Yeah, I hate them personally. They fill me with rage, and I squish them. But I also feel Lance would enjoy them.
So this is a cake from the show, or at least part of it on what I'm going to put in chat right now.
Ah!
If I can figure out how to get it to work, we should...
Oh my god.
I can pull up one of my favorite episodes.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Also, Kuri, you better be checking your DMs.
A threat.
Okay.
Jake TV shows.
Just let me know when you guys want to have Razz come out and get Aster and Tsubasa. Because they are still talking. The full conversation did not end just at the telling him about the, stuff with his friends.
Oh my god, that fucking cake.
Here,
God
one
damn
more.
it.
Yeah, one more because I think Zahn will particularly love it.
Oh my god. What the fuck is that?
That is a candle on top of a whole ass mistake.
It's supposed to be a unicorn.
No, it's fucking not.
Yeah, it sure fucking is.
Yeah,
I think it's more of a you need horn.
You
Wait
need.
a minute.
Oh!
An attempt is being made.
Is this what's happening with Lance right now on the cake? And it's over here
Let's
trying
get
to make it look nice, and it's just like one side of the icing just sort of flops over.
Look, if I know anything about Nailed It, it may not look the prettiest, but it's going to taste delectable.
Actually,
hope.
Lance, roll
Yes.
performance for cake decorating.
What's my
Yes.
before? I want to roll a physical dice for this.
Fucking
Do
do
you
it.
want inspiration?
No inspiration, only death.
I know I said only. Here's one important.
Oh my god.
Performance.
The second one is like my gender.
And
12,
also,
7, wait, 12, 13. I got a 19 total.
I'd say that's
Okay.
a pretty good roll for at least a nice looking decent cake.
There's a few, little smudges and,
Like one letter in the happy birthday Tsubasa is a little spaced apart.
the Y on the birthday is set slightly down because it's not quite centered properly.
The very last letter in Tsubasa's name, you can tell he was running out of icing. It still looks good, but it is definitely not something you would have gotten from a professional baker.
At least not on like a good day.
Yeah.
Lance did a very good. He should be proud.
Yes, Lance should be very proud.
Lance is always proud of what he makes. It may not look good, but it'll always taste good. Or it, well,
Yeah, whenever you guys are ready, you can come out and get Tsubasa and Aster.
Oh, one
One more
one
thing.
last thing. One last thing. If I can
One
ever figure
more.
out how to stream Netflix to show you guys, I'm showing you my favorite episode.
Oh,
And I'm not going to
Stream it on
refer to
here
it as
while I
anything
am,
other
and
than
then
the root beer incident.
Oh, hold on. I probably shouldn't say this out loud.
Anyways.
It's cursed in the funniest way. I assure you.
Yeah. I would love to experience.
Excuse me. But yeah, whenever you guys are ready.
Get him.
Right.
Get him.
Razz is gonna pop her head out. I'm not gonna try moving my token because my computer is angry. Then why are you making me do things?
Definitely restart your computer after this.
I am planning on it. But she sticks her head out the door. Like, eye zooms to them sitting kind of close. Like, waits a second. Like, am I gonna let him just? Should I go back in?
Yeah, no, you look out there and you see Tsubasa and Aster talking, and it's Tsubasa especially talking about the stuff he's read up on Dream Eaters. It's just like, did you know that there were different subspecies of Dream Eaters?
Yep. There's a type of Ryu dragon that even Auntie hasn't even tried to get.
Wait, really?
Mainly because it's territorial enough to be terrifying.
Hey,
Oh.
nerds!
Oh, hey, Razz.
It's time.
Fucker.
Don't disrespect
Nice.
me.
You disrespect it. Fuck you. No, I'm gonna
Fuck
disrespect you. now.
you.
One of your horns is shorter than the other one.
You know, you're right.
Is everything?
You're right.
Are you okay, Razz?
I don't.
Go, she dunks back in.
Just the Aster.
He's fucking with us. I don't trust anybody anymore.
She's waiting by the door, by the way. As soon as Aster walks in, I like to imagine she took a handful of flour from whatever Lance was doing and tries to smack him with it.
Dex and acrobatics, I guess.
No, I'll fail this one. Just the.
Got you.
Tsubasa just bursts out laughing.
Helia. Helia, cover the baby's ears.
Points at Aster. No swearing.
Yeah, you can't say the fuck word.
Razz, I think that
Razz!
just Tsubasa quietly, Razz. I think that applies to you too.
Oh. Sorry, child.
Can't believe you've done this.
Either way, Razz, do you want to describe the room for us, or is it just covered in a fuck ton of colorful fabric?
That is precisely what has happened here.
Yeah, Tsubasa just looks around and is just like,
One of the pieces of fabric has, like, Happy Birthday Tsubasa written in Sharpie across it.
And for a moment, he just looks around at this absolute now mess of a kitchen covered in fabric. The Sharpied banner, basically. The still really well done, but definitely not professionally made cake. And he just smiles after a moment and is just like, thanks, guys. Just thanks for doing this.
Pat, pat. Leaving a little bit of flour in his hair on accident.
It's fine. His hair is mostly white. You can barely see it. The most that happens is he shakes his head a
Yep.
little bit, and just this little puff of flour.
Incredible.
Is there anything else we want to do?
I have a gift for you.
Oh?
Mm.
Okay, what is it?
Reaches into her pocket, grabs a wad of cash, and hands it to Tsubasa.
Tsubasa just stares at it for a moment, opens his mouth because he has mentioned his family. He is not strapped for cash, but
Regardless,
yeah, no, he quickly closes it because it's a fucking gift. He understands what she means by it, and it's just like, thanks, Razz.
yeah. I'd have gotten a gift, but it was kind of, impromptu. But now you can get yourself a gift. Something that you want instead of something that I look at and is shiny.
Helia
Shiny.
quietly from under her, fabric and cup of tea just goes, "Is not handing friend shiny rock the truest form of friendship?"
I mean, I would have been happy with a shiny rock, too.
Oh, then do I? We'll talk later.
Tsubasa just considers something for a moment and is just like, what if you come with me?
Okay.
We can pick it out together.
Hey.
I'm not the only one going over here. That's fucking cute. Tell me I'm not the only one.
You're not.
What?
It's fucking cute!
It is. I did say an aw, but I don't think it got picked up.
Probably
Oh.
not. I think I heard, like, a soft noise, but nothing definable. But yeah.
Incredible. Thanks, microphone.
I feel like this is a good point for a short session.
Yeah, this feels a little bit like a decent place to stop.
So yeah, is there anything else anyone wants to do before we stop, or?
I
I'm tempted to have Lance toss a bottle of like, or a can, or whatever, what have you, of like pop over to Tsubasa to see if he can catch it.
Lance.
Fucking, should we do another, do we want to do the competing roles then?
I think you ought to.
What would that even be?
Well, for me it'd be a dex saving roll. For you, I suppose it would be a strength check.
You're throwing something?
It would be either strength or athletics.
Yeah, athletics.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Athletics.
So
The correct one.
your athletics roll against my dexterity save. Sound good?
Believe.
I
I
believe.
believe.
I don't
In the heart of the
believe.
chords.
I'm rolling the dice again. Physical
Oh
dice.
no.
And that's how we never
Oh
saw Lance again.
no!
What is it? What is it, Nia?
Oh no!
Did it fucking like shoot you? What's all the no? Oh no! What's going on?
I think it was
It's
a
a-
nat 20.
No!
Is
Other way.
it was a nat one.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Does that mean it hit Tsubasa in the face?
I think.
Lance absolutely fumbles the throw.
Yeah, the throw gets absolutely fumbled, but because Tsubasa still rolled higher, he just barely manages to catch it. Just
Chaos.
it's that moment of Lance going to toss, accidentally does the bonk 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 hot potato thing, gets it tossed to Tsubasa. Tsubasa manages to catch it, does that bonk 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 hot potato thing before just clamping it to his chest. It's just like, can people please stop throwing things at me?
In
Open it up.
hindsight, that was not my brightest decision.
I'm not going to be able to drink this, you know that, right?
Open it up.
Tsubasa just stares at Razz and then holds the soda out to her. You open it.
Okay, she snatches it and points it at Aster and then cracks it open.
Tsubasa's standing next
What
to
the fuck?
Aster.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's the price I'm willing to pay.
Yeah, they just both end up covered in soda in varying degrees.
Okay. So,
Happy
athletics
birthday!
versus dex, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, athletics versus dex.
Go ahead and say what you're trying to do real quick for me, just so I, as a fellow DM, can understand this.
Snatches the pop, turns to you guys, tries to open it and spray specifically you, but like
Tsubasa
there's
is
a
also standing
casualty.
directly next to Aster, so depending on how this roll goes. I don't know, roll an attack roll.
No,
I'm
no.
rolling my
Sleight of
20.
hand might be more accurate.
Hold on, I think Kuri has a judgment as a DM.
So, absolutely you can do this. But because you are within enough range for Aster just to put a hand out and stop you, or Tsubasa to do the same,
That is true.
I'll ask, yeah, would Tsubasa try to stop it, or would Tsubasa get out of the way?
Tsubasa would probably try to get out of the way, just ah!
So then it is a disadvantage roll versus disadvantage roll.
For you two?
Same check, both disadvantage, yes.
Tsubasa
So I
just
gotta roll
ducking.
a dex check or a dex save? Which one do I gotta roll one time?
Dex
What are you
save.
trying to do?
I'm trying to fucking close it before it can be opened at me.
More or
Or,
less,
no.
more or less, he is
Blast
trying
me.
to avoid an attack, an area of effect attack. So
But it's silly, and what is going on here? I would probably rule it as a sleight of hand versus
Who would do the sleight of hand?
you,
Okay.
because you're trying to do something a little more finicky than Razz is, which is just point and shoot.
Sleight of
Well,
hand.
Yeah, I'm just like, take the hand. Okay, so disadvantage sleight of hand versus
disadvantage.
Strength? Question mark?
Well,
Oh, please don't say that.
no, I don't think it would be strength for the simple fact of it. Like, while it takes a lot of
Didn't we
finger
do it
strength
before?
specifically to
Wait.
open up a soda can, it does it.
One second, let me Google something real quick.
Yeah, this is a Googleable moment. I've never had to do this in any campaign I
Rin
run.
really
so.
fucking left us
Genius.
unsupervised.
Fine.
What are you?
Dexterity, because it is. I would technically rule it as a ranged weapon.
Yeah, not to
Okay.
Yeah.
not to mention that when it comes to actually opening up a can, especially pointed away from you, it takes less strength to pull it and more dexterity to leverage it.
Well, I do have some great as soon as you dexterity.
So you
Oh.
guys are both rolling at disadvantage for the range because you are so close to each other and it's a squishy space.
Yeah, don't worry. My dex is the same as my sleight of hand,
I
so this
will let-
disadvantage changes nothing.
I will let you know. Actually, no, I will not let you know. Never mind. It's unimportant at the
Okay.
moment.
Roll, you little nuggets.
Ready,
Yeah,
Razz?
I got my
Alright, sleight of hand
Three,
versus dexterity.
2, 1, roll.
Alright,
Okay.
Not bad.
I rolled good. I rolled a 13 and a 19.
well, I rolled Get shit on.
No, you didn't.
You did not. You rolled in at 20?
I did roll. It was my first nat 20. It doesn't count
True.
because it's disadvantage, but it's the first nat 20
Yeah.
I have.
That
That's
is
how
true. Watch as the second one be in that one.
rolled it again and it was at 18.
All right,
And then my
so
dex is
Plus
plus
the
5.
modifier.
5.
Yeah, I'm getting fucked.
yeah,
Get
no,
you on.
Aster gets completely covered in soda.
It's like the nope splash. God damn you.
Aster tried. He just also failed spectacularly.
Tsubasa is now just full
not
on
too
belly
spectacular.
laughing at this point because honestly, this happened like not even 5 feet in front of him. He's completely dry and clean, with the exception of a little bit of flour on his head.
Razz shoves the now half empty hand. Drink it. It's yours now.
Razz, there's nothing to drink!
I despise this.
I like that the flour on you is probably turning to glue.
You know what? You're right, Razz. It probably is. And he's just gonna walk over and give her a giant fucking bear hug.
Oh, no, it wasn't supposed to be like this. Trying to get away, but he's just, he got her.
I do want to say that in this one short session, everyone has managed to get Tsubasa to smile and laugh more than they probably would have they probably would have seen or heard for like the majority of the school year and like almost the entire fucking lockdown.
Well, it's been stressful.
It has been
Kids
stressful.
deserve
And
to have some sillies.
it's been stressful. He's been full of anxiety, and now he's getting to watch his friends be absolute fucking nut jobs.
If we're closing it off there, I am gonna restart my computer.
I think this is a good spot for us to close it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will get
Wix.
this load.
No, sorry. Fell off
I
the
am
table.
ending the recording now.